welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. And the Trojans will put total effort to crank us up. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Texas Longhorns offense. First crack at this one. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Back to throw, it's Wade. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the tight end. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is done.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Trojans offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their...
There he goes! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking for a man. It's Rivers. Snagged in the middle. It's McCown. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit. When you got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Buck. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice 3rd down conversion, and now set up 1st and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Trojans. A great catch and run for 6. The extra point here would tie the game. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Texas offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Through the air, it's Wade. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks. Last week, they've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss in the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll throw it from the red zone. Trying to get rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. The give to the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Fakes the grab. Breaks into the open. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And this one is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Michael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. And he's got enough for the 1st down, and it'll be at the 35.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Wade. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but bad, unfortunate bounce. The offense pounces back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Longhorns are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. Got the tight end outside. Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Defense looks as if it's coming. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Quickly complete. Turning it on. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The defense was ready for that sneak attempt. They sealed up every crevice, nowhere to go.
And you know it's a predictable situation. You know it's short yardage. They want to run the quarterback sneak. You got to get penetration. And linebackers, boy, they got to jump over the pile, go meet him in the backfield. Nice job by the D.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. It's Orji.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
And the Longhorns will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Offense gets set for second down. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Gives it on the option. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting third down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got him downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to add another to their lead.
You talk to any quarterback, Jesse, and they love finding the big tight end. Hard to overthrow the big fellas with the big reach, the nice mitts. Nice catch by the tight end.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Rivers. Pocket breaking down. Got his man downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes! And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Trojans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes to the right. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense putting points on the board. There's still plenty of time here. A huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 25 over Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Trojans want to move quickly. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Dead center perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying to knock it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum. Right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, USC! And that one will give them the lead.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Rides the back on the option to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Orji. At the 35, he's got room. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
From the gun, running back on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You've got to keep giving him the football.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Pulls it in. It's Boone. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Just keep slinging it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is good. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. And the 40, there he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. They get him down to this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. That's the end into the period, and USC has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Handoff from the gun. Got enough space. Touchdown, Trojan. And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Boone. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
He lofts one down the sideline. Downfield and incomplete. Defense holds.
Listen, with the aggressive... offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators out there, a similar situation with a lead like this, they'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the punishment has been extended. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Dave.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Turning it on! And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Longhorns are on the move. The give on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Winston. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. To the air on first down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Motion from the wide receiver. They think there's room to run to the right here. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
It's a draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. With the clock running, this should be the final play. This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit.